Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you have new setters, you are hiring people, you're trying to scale, and all of a sudden you find yourself not being able to do the work that only you can do in your company, that is taking decision, understanding where to bring the company next. And all of a sudden you realize that that's all because you are spending all of your time just managing people, having to hire new people, and having to replace people who you thought were good choices, but instead they leave. Okay, today I'm gonna show you exactly how we solve this, because I have a company that has as a solid job finding setters and closers, training them and placing them in other companies while managing them. If I didn't know what I'm about to show you right now on my screen, I would just simply go crazy. Okay, let me show you right now. Okay, here we are. So how do you manage setters or closers? It works pretty much the same, effortlessly. First of all, it all starts with the hiring. You cannot have in your mind the idea of hiring someone without having a system, okay, to do this. You need to have a system, and you need to have the scripts to find the people, to hire them. You need a clear idea of what you want. Okay, if you don't have it, don't even try. Try to use AI. It's 2025, and if you still think that you don't need people because there is AI, bro, bro, I don't even know what to tell you. Okay, I was about to say bad things in Italian, because if you think that you can live just off AI without people working for you, like, you are crazy. You're simply crazy, right? So what you need is that you need the scripts to hire people, and you can download one for free down. You will find the link down in the description of this video. Most people will tell them what they want and then ask them to show them that they are actually like that, right? And this is wrong. This is wrong because if you tell someone, oh, I'm looking for this kind of person, because they want the job, they want to make money, they will act like if they are like this, right? So what you have to do is, yes, set clear goals and KPIs, but you need to first have them to show off for who they really are without putting any expectations on them, okay? This is the reason why I think, like, in Italy especially, it's very easy to hire people, because it's very informal. You don't need 5 steps to just access the big interview where everything is so complicated, is so structured, is so fake, right? You need a process where it's more comfortable. If you are in person, you're not hiring someone from the internet, and it might still happen, right? If you can, have a drink together, talk about life, okay? There you will see the reality of the person that you have in front of you. And there you will understand, when you're talking about life, if they're actually a good fit for your company, right? Not if they tell you, okay, those were my KPIs. Or they will tell you, yes, as you told me, like, I am the most committed person. They have to prove you before you ask them. Because if you ask them first, they will change in order to get to the result, right? You should have a clear idea of who you want, but you don't have to tell them. You need to put restraints and filter out. You want to have a large amount of candidates that you are able to filter out. You don't want to have just few people who are very good at faking and acting to apply, right? That being said, okay, let's move to the next part, okay? You need, and this comes with the whole scripts thing, you need SOPs. So you cannot afford to waste even a minute if you want to scale. If you want to scale, you cannot waste time writing down things, writing down agreements. You do not have time to explain to every single person what they have to do. So you need to have looms for training them. You need to have agreements already built where you just have to modify the few things, and where especially most of the job they do this, right? They will insert their own data, sign them, and send them back to you. That's it. You don't need to write a new one every time. And most of all, you need to have standardized tracking sheets, standardized group chats. You need everything to be standard, and you need clear SOPs, right? I will probably make a video on how to create an effective SOP because I started doing them when I was 18 and I got my first job inside a digital marketing agency that worked with Ferrari, with the Louis Vuitton group, right? I created SOPs for working and while handling projects for the Italian government. So I have a clear understanding on how to create an SOP that is clear, effective, and will allow you to be modified if required only once in a while and very easily. Okay? Build SOPs, standard operating procedures, if you don't know. Okay? Then what you need to do is that you need a CRM, right? Because yes, SOPs are good, but you need to give them the tools to actually work. I usually advise all of my clients to use at least Go High Level, right? ClickFunnels is good. There are many others that are good. I love Go High Level, and by the way, I'm not affiliated with them. Maybe I could become, but yeah. I always advise to use Go High Level. Why? Because it allows you to have all of the conversations through all of the possible platforms all in one place. So you can have one single streamline of communication with that lead, and you see everything. You see the recordings, and it's very easy to see where people are fucking off. Because if you see, I'm sending 3 emails, people are responding. I make a call, people disappear. It means there's something wrong with the phone setting. If it's happened the opposite, like I'm speaking with them, good, next step in the funnel, and then we send them a message, an SMS, and people disappear, and we start getting opposite responses. Okay, here's the bottleneck, right? You need the best CRM possible. It's an investment because every dollar that you spend is not second saved, it's hours, is time energy, is the difference between going to bed with your battery below 20%, at minus 20%, or going to bed just at 0% and ready to recharge. That's the difference between burning out every month and being able to run a business successfully for 30 years, right? And it's just maybe a $100, $200 per month investment, okay? By doing so, here comes the tracking part, right? If you don't have a CRM, as I was telling you, you will never be able to track things. And if you don't track shit, you will never understand what's wrong. You will never be able to fire the underperformer and to give bonuses to incentivize the overperformers, right? And if you don't track data, people will not be held accountable, and this will definitely lead to you making money, making dumb decisions, and firing the wrong people, or keeping on and paying the wrong people. Okay? So if you understand how to track efficiently, what are the important data that you need, it's better to track something more than something less. Because sometimes the decisions that you're afraid to make would be crystal clear if you just tracked the data for long enough. Okay? And that's why if you're not consistent, what will happen is that you will not be able to manage no one. Why? Because if you are not consistent in the checkups, you are not consistent in checking the tracking, asking them, having calls with the team, having calls with the setters, they will not be consistent in their work. They will look around, they will look for other jobs that pay them more and everything. Okay? I know that the title says Managing Setters Effortlessly. Okay, and you say, okay, but if I speak with them every day, that's effort. No, it's not effort. The real effort is having interviews with new people, having turnover of 100% every month. That's effort, right? Having to send individual messages, paragraphs explaining people what to do, spending hours on them trying to train them, okay? That's effort. Having one call per day with your team and having SOPs might take you few hours once, okay? Building an SOP might take you 2 hours, 3 hours, okay? And then maybe half an hour every month. But this will save you hours every single week. Spending 3 hours in a whole year, I would say, is a better investment than having to spend an undisclosed, undefinitive amount of hours during the year where you have to keep going around and fixing issues, okay? You have to keep going around trying to turn off fires. That would be just crazy of yours, right? So if you want to actually manage people effortlessly, just do those things. Use the script that you find in the description. Set up SOPs, and to do this, really, sit down and think, what do I always have to explain? Write it down and send that file the next time, okay? CRM, have a look at what the fuck are you using? What the fuck are you having the people use, okay? It's not just an utility thing. It's even an aesthetic thing. If people log into a platform that's easy to use, it's aesthetic, make them feel like they're Iron Man in that scene, you know, they will work more because they enjoy it. It's a little thing, but this is what makes the difference on the long term, right? And of course, tracking, make it easy to do, make it rewarding, and make it easy to analyze the data consistently later on, okay? And stay consistent with all of this, because the nice words are nice now, but this will take some effort. It will still be way less than how much you would waste without doing this, but it will still take some effort because you have to go out from your comfort zone for now. Then it will be called normality. Then it will become something normal. And this is what will allow you to scale further, faster than everyone else. Okay? It's been a pleasure to see you. See you in the next video. If you like this and it was useful, like and subscribe. And ciao. See you in the next video.